The book of Jude holds a curious story, a brief but powerful account of a struggle between the archangel Michael and Satan. This wasn't a battle over territory or possessions, but over something unexpected, the body of Moses. The great prophet, having led God's people for decades, had passed away. Yet even in death, a conflict raged over his remains. Why would these powerful beings clash over the body of a man? The answer reveals profound truths about God's power, Satan's schemes, and the spiritual battles we all face. Moses stands as a towering figure in the Bible. He spoke with God face to face, parted the Red Sea, and delivered the Ten Commandments. He was chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt and towards the Promised Land. Yet Moses was also human. He made mistakes, struggled with doubt, and even disobeyed God at times. One such instance, striking the rock instead of speaking to it as God commanded, had dire consequences. It barred him from entering the Promised Land he had spent his life pursuing. This act of disobedience, though seemingly small, highlighted a profound truth. Even the greatest among us are not immune to failure. It is in our weaknesses that God's grace shines even brighter. Moses' life, a tapestry of faithfulness and frailty, reminds us that God uses imperfect people to accomplish His perfect will. Satan, the Great Deceiver, seeks any opportunity to undermine God's work and sow seeds of doubt. He is called the accuser of the brethren, constantly looking for ways to exploit our weaknesses and failures. In Moses' death, Satan saw an opportunity. He likely intended to use Moses' past sins, his moments of human error, to cast a shadow over his legacy. By claiming his body, Satan might have attempted to create a shrine, twisting Moses' memory into an object of worship or a symbol of God's supposed failure to protect his own. This act reveals Satan's true nature, a liar and a manipulator who preys on vulnerability and seeks to distort truth. He wants us to believe that our mistakes define us, that we are unworthy of God's love and forgiveness. But God's grace is greater than any sin, and His plans are not thwarted by human error or demonic schemes. Michael's restraint, a lesson in spiritual warfare. In this cosmic struggle, Archangel Michael, a warrior of heaven, confronts Satan, yet Michael's response is unexpected. He does not engage in a battle of brute force, but instead appeals to God's authority. "The Lord rebuke you," he declares, refusing to stoop to Satan's level or engage in a power struggle. Michael understood that true victory comes not from our own might, but from surrendering to God's power. This teaches us a vital lesson about spiritual warfare. We are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in the spiritual realm. Our weapons are not physical, but spiritual: prayer, faith, and the Word of God. When we rely on God's strength, we can stand firm against any attack. God's protection, safeguarding a legacy, preventing idolatry. God, in His wisdom, chose to keep Moses' burial place a secret. This act served multiple purposes. It prevented Satan from achieving his goal of corrupting Moses' legacy. It also protected Moses' body from becoming an object of worship, a danger in the ancient world where even the remnants of holy men were often venerated. God desired that Moses be remembered for his faithfulness, his leadership, and his role as a foreshadowing of the ultimate deliverer, Jesus Christ. The hidden tomb reminds us that true worship is not directed towards relics or individuals, but towards God alone. It also assures us that God is in control, even when we cannot see the whole picture. He protects His own and ensures that His plans are fulfilled. Our ongoing battle finding encouragement in God's victory. The struggle over Moses' body reflects the larger cosmic battle between good and evil that continues to this day. We all face spiritual battles, moments of temptation, doubt, and discouragement. Yet we can take heart from this story. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. God is with us, fighting for us, and He has already secured victory through Jesus Christ. Like Michael, we must rely on God's power, not our own. Like Moses, we can find grace and forgiveness even in our failures. And like all who have gone before us, we can rest assured that God is faithful to complete the good work He has begun in us. The battle may be fierce, but the victory is already won. Let us stand firm in faith, knowing that God is on our side.